Hello, everybody. Got some good stuff for you today. A very important video as part of the Noob series. So you just made your account. You're playing the game. You've got a few games in. Hopefully, if you're lucky enough to see my wonderful videos, you'll learn some of the best mechs and weapons to use early on to give you some early success. Because let's be frank, if you're losing half your matches, the game's not as fun. So if you're following my videos, so you'll see what I like to use, what I consider the better setups. And now you go to GEARHUB. This is a new account. I only have 61 games played. I only have 5 days played on the account. Okay, so you can see it's fresh, just like you guys. So you have some games in. You've got some resources saved up if you've been following my videos or taking my advice. There's GEARHUB. You should still be in Tier 2. Okay, there's no reason to go to Tier 3 yet. So you stay in Tier 2. You got your slingshot. You've got your weapons you keep getting to get some more stars to go into Tier 3. And if you notice, I only need 2 points to go to Tier 3. And I can do that right now. And actually, I probably will do that right now so you guys can just see that it's... But you want to stay in Tier 2 as long as you can, because what you need are what we call blueprints. Blueprints are what you get on all the mechs and weapons that you have unlocked and in your garage. So when you open up these crates, see these steel crates and the gold crates, it gives you blueprints. Blueprints for the stuff you already have or stuff that you have unlocked. So what you do is you want to stay at a tier the longest possible time until you get a lot of blueprints for the stuff you have. So I was able to just upgrade my slingshot to energy 12, and I still have 90 blueprints. That's a lot. That's because I'm staying at Tier 2. Because once you go to Tier 3, there's no sense in going to Tier 3, because Tier 3 is where you get all your Tier 6 weapons, energy weapons. Why would you go to Tier 3 when you have only 8 energy mechs? So you wait. If you go too soon to these tiers, you're not going to have enough blueprints, and you're going to waste your time and resources. So you save up enough resources to get your stuff upgraded and then some, because once you go to Tier 3, you want to have enough resources so you can get your Tier 6's stuff right away. No sense unlocking a tier if you can't get anything. It doesn't make sense. So you people with ADHD and OCD, you need to just don't push the buttons. Just take your time. And I would say probably you shouldn't be trying to go to Tier 3 until you're at least 80 to 100 games, until you get enough blueprints. That is the tip that you don't know about, because you go into GEARHUB, you can see this costs 325 acorns. Oh, I'll just get that. No, you shouldn't get that. You need to save up your stuff, use good setups, use weapons that are usable, and then you go to Tier 3, because then you have your stuff saved up and you can get your Tier 6 weapons. Because here's the catch. Here's the, one of the big factors to your success in this game is going to be to understand GEARHUB, how it works, how your blueprints work, how the blueprint pool can be watered down if you go through the tier or go through GEARHUB too fast. You're going to learn that Plarium has only put this GEARHUB in the game to fuck you in the ass. So what you need to do is you need to do the best you can to minimize how bad they fuck you in the ass. So it relates to matchmaking, okay? When you upgrade a mech and when you upgrade a weapon, you think it makes you stronger. If you think like that, you're going to have a lot of problems with this game. You're going to waste a lot of resources and waste a lot of money. It doesn't make you stronger because what it does is, if you don't know what you're doing, it's going to put you, once you upgrade past 600, 700 SP, there's tiers. Your matchmaking gets more difficult. You're going to be playing against stronger bots. You're going to be playing against stronger players. So if you're not prepared for that, you're going to unlock all your slots and put all these weak setups, and you're going to get crushed. Okay? Matchmaking is has a strong relationship with what you do in your GEARHUB and the builds and the mech stars, the rankings you use. So I can just tell you right now, until you're like over 2K SP, you shouldn't have any mech that's more than 3 stars. What you're going to do is you keep upgrading your weapons a little bit. You know, there's no reason in this game, you know, up until 2K easily, you don't need to rank your weapons up more than 4 stars. Stars affects your matchmaking tier. So you need to build an even balanced hanger. So I have 300 SP here, the power, and this mech has a total power of 300. So I'm not going to unlock my 3rd slot until I have a mech that I like and want to play that has 300 power. Why would I unlock a slot and put a weak ass mech in there? It weakens your hanger because now you're going to be matching higher, but actually have a weaker mech than the tier you're matching to. Okay? So that's how matchmaking works. Well, there's a lot of things that affect matchmaking, but that's the overview. So you need to keep your hanger balanced. If you make one mech, let's say if this mech was 500 power, my matchmaking power will be close to 1K. Okay? The strongest mech in your hanger still is a variable used in matchmaking. So it's going to put you at a higher tier. So now you have one strong mech and you have one weak one or 4 weak ones. That's what screws people. Every mech in your hanger needs to be around the same power because you'll have the best competitive hanger for that tier of matchmaking. Okay? Why do I have 100% win rate at 61 games? Well, I'm an experienced player and I post the videos. You can see how I play and you can learn early on how to play. But you learn the maps, you learn what mechs work, you learn the weapons, what weapons are good on certain mechs. You might not have 100%, but you should have 70, 80% win rate right now because the bot AI is so much weaker. What happens is once you get close to 1200 SP, you're going to get a wake-up call because that's when your bots will have stronger AI. They'll have 100% accuracy. They're going to focus you 100%. In this game, bots focus players first. So if the bots see you and you have 5 of your teammates around you that are bots, all those bots are just going to fire at you as the player. They 100% focus on the player at all times. And you can, down the road, maybe I'll do a video for you. You can exploit that. Knowing that can help you also win games. So early on, don't rush. Please don't rush through this GEARHUB. Okay? It's gonna just eat you up. Take your time, enjoy the game early on. It's fun to explore. It's going to take you 150 games to learn all the maps. Do not move forward in GEARHUB until you're comfortable with the game, until you know what's going on, until you're familiar with all the maps, and you might figure out, hey, that looks like a good build, or hey, I watched John's video and he's really doing well with the slingshot jabs. So yeah, he's right. This slingshot jabs, up until 2K, 3K SP is a very good build to use, especially in CPC. So I won't steer you wrong, and you can see it with your own eyes. So GEARHUB, I don't know what else to tell you about GEARHUB other than, don't be afraid to ask questions to people that have more experience. But just know that rushing is going to kill you. So save up your blueprints, save up your resources, and then unlock your tiers. Be patient, and you'll do fine. These games, just not Mech Arena, but any game, they know the psychology of people. They know it's all about impulse. Oh, these 12-year-olds, they see, oh, that new mech looks really cool. I'm going to grab my dad's credit card and spend $100. And it turns out that mech's a piece of crap. So it's all about impulse control. So the matchmaking thing is much more in depth than what I gave you, but I gave you a little heads up. As you increase your SP, this game is going to get much more difficult. And I will tell you, once you get around the 1200 SP range, you better know how to play the game. So take your time now. And then once you hit 1200, you'll have the experience. You'll feel comfortable on the maps because the bots are going to get brutal. The AI is much more difficult, and you're going to start running into a lot more players. And I'll tell you right now, a fun thing that experienced players like to do is they like to make 2K hangers and go down and play the noobs. So you got to be ready. So just be patient right now. Enjoy the game, explore the maps, and just don't rush GEARHUB. And please ask questions if you have a question. But enjoy my videos. This new series, it's really showing you map control. It's showing you a lot of things. And sometimes you might want to watch them twice to see actually the little things I'm doing. But anyway, anything I can do for you, let me know. And, enjoy the game. Bye-bye.